Now, the last time India played New Zealand, we all remember that, it happened in Dharamshala. India, of course, got the better of New Zealand in that encounter, but it was coming on the back of a lot of expectations to be a closely fought one. There were a few key performances from both the sides in that particular face-off. For New Zealand, we really can't forget that scintillating 100 by Daryl Mitchell. He had a very, very good partnership with Rachin Ravindran, who missed out on 100, but Daryl Mitchell stuck on to really provide a key spark for that New Zealand performance. For India, the standout destructor-in-chief was none other than the man who was making his World Cup debut for this edition, Mohammad Shami, with a stunning fifer. We really couldn't forget that one. It got India over the line. Of course, Virat Kohli was there to make a bit of his mark as well, scored a 50 in that run chase. But we always talk about New Zealand having India's number when it comes to crunch knockout matches. So yes, it is going to be talent versus talent, skill versus skill, strategy versus strategy, bat versus ball. But more than anything, it'll be mind versus mind. Who is going to hold their nerve when it comes to that knockout game? Let's see how this match stacks up.
Fasten your seatbelts for the first semi-final clash of the ICC 2023 World Cup between India and New Zealand. Beyond the usual hustle and bustle in the lanes of Mumbai, now lies tense anticipation and whispers of excitement. There's a bit of history riding behind the two teams on this encounter. If you ask any ardent cricket fan about the match, they'll say it's going to be a rematch of the 2019 World Cup semi-final when New Zealand beat Virat Kohli's side at Old Trafford. Will the Kiwis ride on that high and deploy the same tactic, or will Rohit Sharma complete his unfinished business? Here's a look at the head-to-head ODI World Cup stats. The two sides have faced each other on 10 occasions. India have won 4 matches, whereas New Zealand have triumphed 5 times. And 1 match was called off and ended without a result. The two teams head to the semi-final for the second time. The previous one was in the 2019 edition of the tournament, where India suffered a heartbreaking defeat at the hands of the Kiwis. But the story this time could be different. India's top order, stung by that memory, comes in with renewed hunger, with new faces, refined strategies and lessons learnt from the past. The pitch at Wankhede Stadium is known to be a batter's paradise. When India played Sri Lanka at the same venue, it set up a mammoth target of 358 runs. Even the match between South Africa and Bangladesh was a high-scoring one, with the Proteas posting 382. So batters will certainly capitalize and exploit the conditions. India have topped the charts at the group stage this year. For the Kiwis, it has been a rather roller coaster slope. They were the last team to have made it through to the top 4, whereas India qualified in just their initial 7 games. But it's also true that India has never won against the Kiwis in a knockout game at any ICC event so far. The beauty of this clash also lies in the individual standout performances. All eyes will be on Virat Kohli, the top run-getter in the World Cup. Then comes Rachin Ravindra from the Kiwi side, the new breakout star, the biggest revelation of this World Cup. He's trailing behind Kohli and has amassed 565 runs in 9 innings. The lethal bowlers who could be a threat to the batters are Jasprit Bumrah, India's highest wicket-taker at the World Cup. Trent Boult and Lockie Ferguson will lead New Zealand's pace unit to create early disruptions and break that strong Rohit Gill opening duo. Then there are these individual duels that will play out, adding to the momentum of the entire match. One such mini encounter would be when Rachin faces Mohammad Shami. Trent Boult, who's been part of the Mumbai Indians franchise alongside Rohit Sharma, will be raring to go against his former IPL captain. And then there are teammates across borders too, Mitchell Santner and Ravindra Jadeja. Both such similar profiles will also be battling it out to see who gets the upper hand. It's these mini face-offs that should make this contest an exciting one. Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai will be buzzing in anticipation for an epic encounter.
It's the dream of every cricketer, the ultimate glory. Few manage to keep their date with destiny. But for many, it's been heartbreaks and a cross to bear. The Holy Grail is here in India. I'm Rupa Ramani, and First Post brings you the ringside view. we bring you the Cup of Dreams, Cricket World Cup coverage like never before.